It's important to note that discussing the dark side of any country involves addressing complex and multifaceted issues, and it's crucial to avoid generalizations. India, like any other nation, has both positive and negative aspects. Here are some challenges and concerns often associated with the dark side of India. Poverty. India faces significant poverty-related issues, with a large population living in extreme poverty. The gap between the rich and poor is substantial, leading to social and economic inequalities. Corruption. Corruption is a pervasive issue in India, affecting various levels of government and public institutions. This can hinder economic growth, erode trust in institutions, and contribute to social injustice. Caste system. Despite legal efforts to eradicate the caste system, it still influences social structures and relationships in some parts of India. Discrimination and inequality based on caste can persist, particularly in rural areas. Gender inequality. While progress has been made, gender inequality remains a concern. Issues such as female infanticide, unequal access to education and employment, and violence against women persist in some regions. Environmental challenges. India faces environmental issues, including air and water pollution, deforestation, and the impact of rapid industrialization. These problems contribute to health concerns and threaten biodiversity. Human rights concerns. Instances of human rights violations have been reported in India, including issues related to freedom of expression, treatment of religious minorities, and the rights of marginalized communities. Overpopulation. India has one of the world's largest populations, leading to challenges in providing adequate resources, infrastructure, and services. Overpopulation contributes to issues like unemployment and strain on public services. Political tensions. India has faced political tensions, both domestically and internationally. Conflicts over territory, internal security challenges, and political unrest in certain regions have been sources of concern. It's crucial to acknowledge that India is a diverse and dynamic country with a rich cultural heritage and positive achievements. Addressing these challenges requires a comprehensive and nuanced understanding, recognizing the progress made in various areas while acknowledging the ongoing struggles and issues that need attention. Education disparities. While strides have been made in improving education, there are still significant disparities in access to quality education, especially in rural areas. Illiteracy rates and dropout rates, particularly among girls, remain concerns. Healthcare challenges. Despite progress in healthcare, access to quality healthcare remains a challenge, especially in rural and remote areas. Issues such as inadequate infrastructure, lack of trained medical professionals, and high disease burdens persist. Infrastructure gaps. Some parts of India face challenges related to inadequate infrastructure, including unreliable power supply, insufficient transportation networks, and limited access to clean water and sanitation facilities. Communal and religious tensions. Communal and religious tensions have occasionally flared up, leading to conflicts between different religious and ethnic communities. These tensions can have social, economic, and political repercussions. Child labor and exploitation. Child labor remains a concern in certain industries and informal sectors. Despite legal provisions, there are instances of children being engaged in hazardous work conditions. Cybersecurity threats. With the increasing digitization of various sectors, India, like other countries, faces challenges related to cybersecurity. Instances of cybercrimes, data breaches, and online fraud have been reported. Human trafficking. India is unfortunately a source, transit, and destination country for human trafficking. Victims can be subjected to forced labor, sexual exploitation, and other forms of abuse. Natural disasters. India is prone to natural disasters such as floods, earthquakes, cyclones, and droughts. These events can have devastating impacts on communities, leading to loss of life, property, and livelihoods. It's essential to approach these issues with sensitivity and a recognition of the efforts made by various stakeholders, including the government, NGOs, and civil society, to address these challenges. Additionally, positive developments and successes in different areas also contribute to the overall narrative of India's progress. Media freedom concerns. While India has a vibrant media landscape, there have been concerns about press freedom and instances of censorship. Journalists and media organizations may face challenges in reporting certain issues freely. Inadequate sanitation, access to clean and safe sanitation facilities is still a challenge in some parts of India, contributing to health issues and the spread of diseases. Legal system challenges. The legal system in India faces challenges such as delays in the judicial process, backlog of cases, and accessibility issues, which can hinder the delivery of justice. Drug trafficking. India, like many other countries, deals with challenges related to drug trafficking. Illicit drug trade and substance abuse can have detrimental effects on communities. Naxalism and insurgency. Certain regions in India face challenges related to Naxalite insurgency and other forms of internal conflict. This poses security concerns and development challenges in affected areas. Urbanization issues. Rapid urbanization has led to challenges such as slum development, inadequate housing, and increased strain on urban infrastructure and services. Water scarcity. Some regions in India experience water scarcity issues, exacerbated by factors like over-extraction of groundwater, inefficient water management, and changing climate patterns. Economic disparities. While India has seen economic growth, there are still significant economic disparities between different regions and social groups, contributing to inequality. LGBTQ+ rights. Despite legal progress, there are ongoing challenges in achieving full equality for the LGBTQ+ community. Stigma and discrimination can affect the lives of individuals belonging to this community. It's crucial to approach discussions about the challenges facing India with a balanced perspective, acknowledging the diversity and ongoing efforts to address these issues. Many of these challenges are complex and interconnected, requiring coordinated efforts from various stakeholders to bring about positive change. Addressing the multifaceted challenges facing India requires a comprehensive and collaborative approach involving government, civil society, private sector, and the general public. Here are some broad strategies that could contribute to tackling these problems. Education reform. Prioritize education reforms to ensure equitable access to quality education for all. This includes investments in infrastructure, teacher training, and curriculum development, especially in rural and underserved areas. Healthcare strengthening. Improve healthcare infrastructure and services, with a focus on rural and remote areas. This includes increasing the number of healthcare facilities, training healthcare professionals, and implementing public health initiatives. Economic development. Implement policies that promote inclusive economic growth, job creation, and skill development. This can help reduce poverty and bridge economic disparities between different regions and social groups. Anti-corruption measures. Strengthen anti-corruption measures through transparent governance, accountable institutions, and effective law enforcement. Encourage public participation and awareness campaigns to foster a culture of integrity. Legal reforms. Enhance the efficiency of the legal system through judicial reforms, reducing case backlogs, and improving accessibility to justice. Promote legal literacy and awareness among the population. Environmental conservation. Implement and enforce sustainable environmental policies, invest in renewable energy, and promote responsible natural resource management. Raise awareness about the importance of environmental conservation. Social equality initiatives. Implement and enforce policies that address social inequalities, such as caste discrimination and gender disparities. Promote inclusivity and diversity through education and awareness programs. Infrastructure development. Invest in infrastructure projects that improve transportation, water supply, and sanitation facilities. This can contribute to better living conditions and economic development. Community engagement. Encourage community participation in decision-making processes. Empower local communities to address their specific needs and challenges through decentralized governance. Technology adoption. Embrace technology for governance, education, and healthcare. Leverage digital platforms to enhance transparency, efficiency, and accessibility of public services. Disaster preparedness. Develop robust disaster management strategies and infrastructure to mitigate the impact of natural disasters. Enhance early warning systems and community resilience. International cooperation. collaborate with international organizations and neighboring countries to address issues that require cross-border solutions, such as human trafficking, environmental conservation, and regional conflicts. It's important to note that these solutions are interconnected, and a holistic approach is necessary. Additionally, the successful implementation of these strategies requires a commitment from all stakeholders, ongoing evaluation, and adaptability to changing circumstances.